Hello, everyone. Welcome. Testing and trying to figure out if everything's working. Because for some reason, my recording software is kind of being a little laggy. And by laggy, I mean it's just not updating me and telling me if it's working or not. Okay, seems to be okay. Unfortunately, it's just not telling me if the audio is working, which it looks like it's fine. Welcome, everyone. Welcome back to our Black Ice Castle build in Conan Exiles. And Ella is not here today, just a little disclaimer. But I've got something to show you. We managed to finish the entire wall. And by me, I mean, well, there was a few of us there. But near the end, it was kind of just me as I spent 7.5 hours, surprising, on our last stream so that we could finish this entire wall. So this, of course, is the interior side of it. As we can see, like so. And it goes all the way down. I decided, because I didn't want it to be too bland, I would put in some windows. Just for some lighting and such in there. We did a generic rule of, let's see. What did we do? Well, I guess we broke the rule there, but it seems to be about one or two of the fence foundations, and then it was like usually 2 or 3 walls up from it, and then the top. As you can see, this is just the triangles here. I figured we would make it look like this whole thing was kind of the stairway. And I'll show you kind of what we did, because I slightly mirrored the back side with this, of course, without this piece being open inside. Anyways, I guess I'll just have to show you. And it looks like we still, with our double jump, are able to jump onto the castle wall. Only from the inside, though, of course. So yeah, we've got these little nooks on the outside. And we added a couple more, just for a little bit of cozy. There's a lot of stairs. If you needed to take a moment to catch your breath, you know, it's there. And we did manage to attach it all to this part of the stable. One little awkward fact is this here. Of course, we have a hatch and a ladder. Unfortunately, though, we had put one of these behind it, and in theory, that would work just fine, at least aesthetically. But because the backside also does damage when you're trying to climb on the backside of one of these fences, yeah, you would be climbing on this ladder, you would hit the fence, and then you wouldn't be able to get on top of here. So it was removed for now. If you have any suggestions on what we could place instead that possibly wouldn't cause us damage, which might be the flotsam fence. I'm not sure if this causes any damage. I actually want to try this. Oh, didn't need to go that far down. Unfortunately, the flotsam fence also has that same issue. And why it's being done like that, I'm not sure. Okay, there we go. Perhaps it's just a matter of, I don't really want to block this area off, but in theory we could put another block out here. In theory. Anyways, the goal for today is going to actually be looking at what we can do on the other side. And, yeah, let's just... Oh, wait, I don't know what pattern these are in. Let's see, short side to the front. Like that. So then, in theory, we could just put these around. That might be better. But I don't know. Because it just kind of does block this off. So. Oh, of course. There is an option of that. Alright, let me see here. Is there anything support-wise that we can put on there that would actually look good? Not that. That's a possibility. Outer face that way? Or the other way? And let's see if this fits in here nicely. And our stair. Maybe that's it. Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Maybe that works. Maybe it doesn't. Hey, if you guys have any other ideas, let me know in the chat. And here. That's quite a ways down. Look how many blocks. I feel like that would be just intimidating to walk down. Run down. You just like bail over the edge. Whoops. We haven't exactly put in place a lot of ways to go up and down between the walls. That might be something that we need to try to modify. Because of course we can come straight up here. We can go down here. And we'd have to go all the way down here. And this is where it attaches on to the bottom side of the wall. And then we also have the inside of the wall going all the way down here. So yeah. We might have a couple things to change. I'd love to show you how it looks on the outside though. And yeah, let me know what you think. Oh, why are you there? Why are you open? I was probably fiddling with something, huh? Okay, let's close that up for now. But here you go. That's the wall as you walk in. You've got your gate there, and then you've got these kind of spaced out all the way along. And then you've also got the that's the roofing and the top stairway above there. And yeah. Oh wait, why are you like that? You should not be sticking out there. Okay. So that's how it turned out. Let me know what you think. I'd love to get your opinions there. Now let's go ahead and have a look at what we're going to be doing on the opposite side. So I was taking a look at the map, and we can scroll in here. Of course, this is the southern gate, for obvious reasons. And then we have the eastern gate, which is kind of just off this way. And if you're looking at the castle itself, this would be east of the castle. If you're talking about the no-build zone in the center here, then it would technically be southeast, but we'll call this as the east gate, the south gate, and then we would have up here would be the north gate. And the west is entirely surrounded by cliff. So, we do have a plenty of these around, and we might need to add more. But as you can see here, we have not reactivated the no build zone settings. Let me go ahead and change that. Really? How did you just phase through me? This goat is, yeah, don't know what to say about that goat. Let's see. I was wanting to change around some server settings. Let me just go ahead and hide this for a moment. Ah, there we go. It just, I when I'm pressing buttons on my Stream Deck there, it's like it's not changing on my other screen because probably because my graphics card can't handle controlling both programs. I don't think it's a CPU thing. Anyways, go and now I should have access. We'll go to server settings and we'll go ahead and building. Allow building anywhere, turn that off. And there we go. Now we have the building is not allowed here. So we're going to have to put these around to show where building's allowed and where it isn't. And we'll kind of have to follow these for where we want to put the wall. Because I want to add a few more. There we go. Keeps going straight out. And I would love to get a feel for like how it wraps around, like up and around this area. Because it actually does go up here. Which is really interesting. We need to figure out what we want to do with that. On a side note, though, we're planning on trying to put in some sort of, let's say, animal husbandry, animal pens, taming, possibly putting in the actual functional stables, and not just having in the, what do you call them? Holding, paddock, cell, no, not paddock. Is that, okay. I am not exactly a rancher. I wouldn't know. Building not allowed here. Still. Wow. Okay, I guess this range is a lot further than I thought. And I guess it's more around like a point like here instead of, I guess the point is probably here. Yeah, I don't know. I'd love to find the center of the circle. But this seems like a lot more than I was considering for a wall. Because of the no build zone, it might actually just crash right into this cliff. Yeah, then it starts going up that way. Okay, then. And let's just stand up here and look around and see where it all goes. Of course, we do have this place back here, which I find interesting. Just for the sake of it, let's see how far out this no build zone goes from up here. Ow. Oh wow. Okay, so this whole place seems to be a no build zone. Till about here. Oh, that's interesting. Which means it does seem like the build zone is somewhere around there. Instead of right at the door as I first thought. So yeah, it is actually quite a bit larger of a zone. Just to get a feel for it, we'll put this out here. We're out of stone. Well, I thought I grabbed enough resources before I started stream. I suppose I had not. Let's go ahead and see if we can find any more stone then. Yeah, because we were right up against this wall here. I suppose we could have blocked this off a little bit better. That'd probably be smart. Also, let's patch that hole. Thank you. And yeah, let's just add a few more walls in here. It won't hurt. Let's see. Guess we'll just continue the same trend outwards. And yeah, I'll remove that wall and put in this one instead. Just so that we don't have a window into nothing. And I guess we'll also need walls for those, huh? Hello, Ella. Yes, Ella is not joining us. She's had a bit of a sore throat and after talking a bunch today, she did not want to do that anymore. So, I gave her a bit of a pardon. Ella's okay. She's doing fine. That's not gonna work, huh? Okay, we'll just put in this then. Put in this. And anything else? I'm not sure. Other than one or two of these. Why can't you actually turn? There we go. And then we'll want to put one out here as well. And time for these foundations. And is it supposed to go this high? I don't know. Not really, huh? Nope, that's okay. It's fine by me. We'll put it this high. And how do I finish this off here? Do we do the 2 wide? Do we do only 1 wide? This seems to be fine. I got stuck. Okay, I guess I'll just put this out here. Like so. And that should solve the gap between the wall problem. Okay. Ella? No, that was not north. Up there is north. I was just looking at the barrier, as in the no build zone all around here. So I kind of went around the whole area. I looked at it from where it went from there, all the way up and all the way around. So now we have the stakes up, and now we can figure out where we can actually build. And we can also decide on where we want the wall to actually come out of. And also how high we want the wall to be. we do have this area out here, which if we wanted to, like, build a straight wall from here out, that's possible. It's possible by just adding probably a triangle or so right off there, and then adding probably squares all the way, huh? We were looking at using. Oh, I guess squares don't really make quite the right route here. Uh, Maybe we'll figure something else out then as a connection point. This corner over here wouldn't really work for animal pens. It's animal pens are big. This area is kind of small, to be honest. If you had an idea of something else to put here, that might work. But it is a bit small. Like, if we're talking about the big ones, oh, and it's also very slanted here. Like, you can see just right there how slanted it really is. But if we're talking about, like, adding something like a animal pen, they are rather large. Even to build out from, like, as in over the edge of the cliff building out, or we'll need to build a wall in here, probably going out this way. I don't know if I want to go out over the cliff. But we do have, like, if the wall is, like, the same kind of wall that we did over there, where it was, like, 2 blocks wide. Yeah, let's get something else here. The wall was, for example, 2 blocks wide, and we had it out here. For example, going out this way. Somehow like this. And for some reason that doesn't want to place there. There we go. Actually, these 2 spots would not be a bad place to go out from. Now that I'm thinking about it. It might not exactly have quite the right angle. But say if we put this out here, then we have even less space. Sure, we could put something out here if we'd like to. And let's see. This is what, triangles? Oh, and that wasn't even too wide, was it? Okay, no, that would have been too wide. Yep, from there. Yeah, so what is actually around here right now? I guess I can't see because we intentionally blocked it out with other walls. So what level is that at? And depending on how high we made it, it could come out there, or it could come out elsewhere. Let's have a look. Water time. Very nice. And I'll give my character water too. So I think we are looking at like those 2 blocks right here. I don't want to remove this at the moment. Because what would that do? Yeah, like I thought. Oh. So this is what we're looking at. Is here and here. did that just take out the walls? Are we good? Are we fine? Hopefully we're fine. If we wanted to actually be able to walk out here, that might be interesting. Anyways, let's... as a marking point, we'll put that there. That is one level. If we wanted to go higher to... Is that the library? Yeah, library's above there. If we wanted to go out from the library, that would also be an option. Starting right there, huh? Yeah, we'll figure that out. For now, I'd like to remove all of this stuff. And I want to figure out what happens if we build directly from the tower right here. That seems like a good place to start as any. Okay, that's not bad. Excuse me, ghost. What do you think you're doing? Go find your pet or your friend Mammoth or something. I don't know. Talking about the Mammoth, I don't think the Mammoth spawned since I put a couple of these in. So at what point would we want to transition here? This looks like quite a straight line out here, actually. So if we were to try wedges... How do wedges work again? That seems like a bit of a drastic turn. 60-degree turn. Is that 60 degrees? Yeah, that's probably a 60-degree turn. So, if we were to use this, where would we go from there? Definitely in the wrong spot. Are those the only options for turns that we have? Would we need to do, like, zigzag just to get it there? Or perhaps instead of going straight from the tower, we need to just turn into the tower? Well, if we keep going out, and we'll remove this there so it doesn't mess things up for us. Space currently occupied. Really? Alright, let's chop it up. We were to go with the foundation and started working our way out this way. That's still far too sharp of a turn. I wanted to gradually turn, but I don't exactly know what options are for gradual turns. On the outside, it seems like relatively gradual. No, that's the exact same corner, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Well, I guess not if I put this there, right? No, that's exactly the same corner. It just looks wider because it's on the outside. Interesting. What if we were to put in, like, squares along here and then tried to connect them to the tower? Of course, that wouldn't work. It would only work for our trial. And then we would figure out what position we need them to be in. Probably didn't need to put quite that many pieces out. So, what direction can we go then? A good question. Should we try to do corner us out from here? We start from the outside, like this, and then try to go out this way. And then kind of do a little bit of turns before we actually get over there. Well, what kind of turns we need to make? Perhaps a wedge at this point. That might be cutting a little close. Let's see. Can we put a wall on this side? It would seem so. Still, that seems like it's cutting it very close to the no-build zone there. And I guess theoretically we should be able to put a wall along all of these pieces, huh? Right? No, not that piece. Or that piece. Or that piece. Like I said, cutting it a little close. So then, if we moved it back, which is what we would have to do, what happens then? I didn't want to remove that one. Building out loud here, right there. Over here. Oh yeah, we were supposed to go get stone. Let me go get stone. That was not dizzying at all. Okay, let's see. Stone. There is 0 stone in our stone chest, 0 stone in our furnace. Where do we get stone? That's troubling. Uh-oh. No stone. Ella's not here to help us with resources. Maybe she'll magically appear after saying that. Just a thought. I'm gonna keep on looking for stone here. Surely we've got to have some stone. 41 of it. There's some stone. That's not quite enough. Surely we have to have stone. Downstairs? Perhaps in the crafting bench? Wood, no stone. In golem workbench? No, apparently no stone. That's actually surprising. I thought we were working with stone there. Well, do we still have that box downstairs of miscellaneous? We did, but does it have stone? No, it doesn't. Okay. Oh, and apparently there's a chest over here. With no stone. However, one place there might be stone is up on the roof. In Ymir's altar, or whatever it's called. Really? No stone here either? I knew there was hardened brick. I figured there was stone. We don't need stone here? Is that what you're telling me? I guess not. So, does that mean we're entirely out of stone for the entire base? That's a little awkward. Today is my break, harvesting the volcano. Very well. Very well. Off we go. Talking about harvesting the volcano. Where's my pickaxe? There we go. Yeah, that was too far of a drop. Well, that's unfortunate. You can jump from the roof, but you can't quite jump from the top tower. Learning. Oh yeah, we need to choose a different bed. We're currently, we currently are using the bed of the warden. Yeah, the warden's bed. We should go change that to our bed. While our health regen does a little work. Library, floor 2, which means bedrooms, floor 2. And let's head in here. Use my bed, please. Thank you. Now, the question is... Oh, hey. You have stone? How about you? Yeah, no stone. Never mind. Maybe we'll just have to go find stone. Wait a second. Were you getting stability from the far side? Like, why did you lose your stability? You need to, fix that somehow. Sometime. I just don't have anything to fix it with currently. And I really hope that this gear is able to go into the volcano. Does it live in the volcano? How warm do I get here? Okay, yep, there's stone. Found some stone, guys. Far more effective than looking for all the chests in the castle. I just gotta keep an eye out for those guys who might try to shoot me. We are very hot in the castle, so we're probably gonna get thirsty real fast. However, we're not overheating, which is very good. Fun fact, each and every one of these little tiny stones actually has, at least I thought they did. Do these stones not carry stone with them? You can pick them up for 2, but destroying them doesn't actually give you any? Really? Interesting. I thought you were able to use them. Like, as in, with the pickaxe. At least you used to be able to. It was usually tedious enough that I usually didn't want to, you know? Alright then. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. Run around and hit rock. Apparently that's extreme. Oh, wait. Yeah, we're getting to extremely hot territory now. Yeah, I don't want to be in here for very long. Oh, if we hug to the edge, we don't actually get the extremely hot. That's nice. Hey, look, Crimson Lotus too. I don't know if we need Crimson Lotus though. Since we're right next to the volcano, I think we should be able to have it in a copious amount of ice. We did not bring ice with us. No, we didn't. Did we? Yeah, we're fine. We'll have a drink of water. It'll cool us down a little bit. We can jump back over there, right? Hopefully. At least, probably with a double jump, right? Here's hoping. I'm not sure how much stone we need. Like, most of our construction doesn't actually take stone. But while we're here, we may as well load up on a bunch of it. Because what else could we need it for? We could need it for, like brick, hardened brick. Any of that, really? Shattered stairs. I mean, I haven't actually been here yet? Interesting. Oh, it's starting to get really warm here. In that case, where's my water bottle? Take another drink. Okay, it doesn't really seem to care that that I'm drinking water. Let's head back up then. I like to say health is a resource. Yeah. An uncomfortable one to lose. I'm very glad that that double jump managed to work there. If it didn't and I slipped into the lava, that would have been the end of me. Looks like we missed a couple stones. Nice. casual quick stone run, and we've got about 1,200 stone by the end of this year. Depending on how many more we can find. $1,170. Here's another rock. And anything else? No, not quite. I'll check around here. Starts getting a little bit more warm over here. Lots of crimson lotus. Okay, well. Alright, that'll be almost 12,000 stone. Nice. Just watching the castle just load in and light up like that. Here we go. Very nice. Okay. All good. Now we can continue looking here. There's another one. You respawned, huh? Okay, so let's continue along this path here. And where exactly are we going? Right, we were catching this up here. So that we know where the build zone is. Right there. And right there. Okay, so is this gonna work? Here, probably not. What if we back it up one and made this the wedge here? What about that? There we go. Got some ice now. Wow, one hit of ice was 72. Oh, wait. Okay, these aren't supposed to be wedges. This wedge. This wedge. That's where. Bring wedges right across. Okay, that doesn't seem too bad. This should be manageable. Maybe. I'm just gonna keep on building it outwards here. That's the wrong side. Then we're starting to get a little bit of a yeah, we're starting to get a little bit of a open area in the corner here. Which means we probably want to swap it out. Since this is the outside, what if we started putting the squares in here? That would work. Did you just completely... Wow, I didn't expect that. We'll definitely have to take this apart now. Somehow it managed to place without attaching. That's actually impressive. It's really hard to place those normally. But apparently you just spam your mouse button and it just works. Another goat. Okay. So then we remove these ones here. And try to go here. Let's see how this does. Okay, we got lots of room. In that case, we can probably go out all the way from here or here. That's what we want. We want the do we want the wedges on this side? Yeah, personal opinion, the closer we, or the earlier we go out into the squares, the nicer I think it'll look. But we need to make sure we have enough room. Which, this looks like we've got enough. What's going on here? Why is it trying to snap something here? Okay, time for admin mode. There's nothing there. What are you trying to snap to? That doesn't make sense. Okay then. Like, yeah, it did look like one went under the mesh, except there isn't one here. That's the weirdest part. Yeah, that is exactly what it looks like, but visually, there isn't one. Unless it's just an invisible block. That's bizarre. Okay, that looks like the closest we can get here. And then if we put this, no, that's too much. Right? Yeah, just figuring out where the wall goes at this point. Oh yeah, I forgot you can get iron from ironstone. I mean, not iron from ironstone, that sounds ridiculous. Stone from ironstone. Okay. Is that too close? To the edge. That might be. Yeah, that probably is. In that case, we put in, what, one more square? Two more squares? That's probably fine. And now for the wedges. And it doesn't want to go, huh? Okay, then we'll put that one there, and then we'll put this wedge. There we go. Go. And it goes up. Just like that. Alright. So... Oh, also, welcome, Dobbin. I didn't say it before, but thank you for joining us. So we've got a couple options here, but where should we put the gate over here? We could put it over, like we could put it right in here, or we could wait for it to bend and then put it on the square pieces here. Also, what do we have over here again? This is the pathway to go get, like a big loop of black ice, right? Yes, pathway goes all the way down. And it kind of just goes all the way across until it does some weird things over here. I think it might go down in a couple places, but it's not a very usable path. Okay, well... Either way, we've got our giant circle, is what it is. And I do kind of like how it looks. Like, especially looking at it from that angle, it looks like if we kept on building it up, it just would turn out to be like a giant walled circle. Alright, so yes, we got the castle in there. And which way are we wanting to attach it? I guess that was attaching it directly over here. Is that where we want it attached? I don't think we can... I see. Maybe we should just try attaching it from the other spot here. I don't know if it's possible at this point, though. This is probably one of my favorite things to do, though, is putting things in like that. This is not attached to there, but it just so happens that it fits. And then you just got this weird little triangle in here that you can't put anything in. Yeah, that is definitely a triangle. What's it called? Is that a scalene triangle? Yeah. Yeah, that's what that is. Okay. Uh. Okay. I'm looking at different connection options here. I might be able to find something. We might. Why I didn't just go out from here, then turn, and then turn? That's a better question. Why didn't I do that? Oh, yeah. Ella's here, reminding me I didn't post a announcement in Discord. And we're already an hour some in. Whoops. All of my subscribers probably know that we're recording. Uh, yeah. All right. Let's just go ahead and put it down there. Anyways. All right. Let me do that. Let's see. In the channel. Nope, not live stream. Did I copy a link at least? I feel like I did. Here we go. It is now posted. All right. Continue on. Yeah, so this isn't a bad idea. Uh, do we do like this sort of thing right off the castle? I think I like that. And then we can go, like, of course it doesn't fit perfectly, but then we could probably go into these squares at that point, right? I don't know. Maybe one square and then this? We'll see how that looks. And how it would attach. What do you like, Ella? You like this connection? Because this one actually just doesn't look great. It's kind of sloppy. It just attaches to the base, and I want to be able to, like, wrap it around more, you know? Okay. There's this, and then we could go out, like, a second square if we wanted to. Oh, that's funny. That totally shouldn't fit. Ah, bless me. pardon me. One. Which one did I say that I like? I like a lot of things, Heather. This is funny, though. Look at that. That is almost... How does that work? It doesn't quite snap, but... Like... Huh? Oh. That's like right in the middle of the thing. That's bizarre. So, like, there's two squares into triangle. I like the idea of going out from this, like, little square piece here. Because then you can have doors here into the wall. Or, from the library... which we might have to adjust something here, but we might not also. I didn't realize oh, this isn't the library. This is... See. This is the tavern. Okay. Now, just out of curiosity, does a stair actually fit here? If I were to remove these, it probably would, but then they probably wouldn't go back. If they do, funny enough. Not that I want it there. I liked how it was before. I just wanted to do it for science. So now that I have learned, I will put it back. Yeah, it's somehow perfectly aligned, but also almost half a step off. Like, I'm talking like 45% off, maybe. Yeah, that's just bizarre. I just don't know what to do with it at that point, right? But at the same time, you know what's really nice about that? I could, if I wanted to, I could just remove this, keep it in, do whatever I want to it. And the funny part is, even though it doesn't perfectly align, you would be able to put, like, if you were walking in here, you could just put a door right in the middle of it. That's actually, like, that's assuming, of course, that you are using the double wide pathway, right? If you had the wall on the outside here and the wall on the outside here. But then this wall freaks out. This one doesn't for some reason. Okay, yeah, that's just fine. It's just an order placement. You build a whole... You built a whole big wall around a plateau in the jungle. Had one corner that wasn't square. All triangles with two towers used to adjust the angle and length. One corner that wasn't square. All triangles, two towers used to adjust the angle and the length. And where it met back up, the angle is perfect. The triangle and square part, it's just a hair off. Oh, I see. So it looked like it was perfect, but somehow it just wasn't snapping to each other. Because it's just slightly off. Yeah. Like, I found this was actually interesting how that connected, but, yeah, it definitely is not supposed to fit like that. I've never actually encountered something like this before. But still, that's pretty interesting. So what do I do with this? I could, of course, shuffle everything slightly. We at least have an idea now of how we want it to shape out. Of course, if we did really want to, instead of putting it there, we could attach it on this side, right? Because we've got the ability to. An extra small room for a guard post, like in the corner here, possible. We can't actually make anything out of this corner, right? But what we could do maybe is split it. But yeah, like there. Oh, with the room that we've built the walls on. Well, the wall's likely about to be this thick. Oh yeah, Domin, did you see the other wall? Last week I streamed for a whole 7.5 hours, and that's what it took me to finish up the entire wall. If you'd like another tour, I did one at the start of the stream, but if you'd like another look at it, let me know. Yeah, so like I do like having the tower like this, right? Like seeing. Okay, you watched most of it. All right, you'll probably see more. But okay, so okay, well, yeah, you took off towards the end. Just to let you know, I was streaming, like, yeah, 7.5 hours. I'm not sure who all stayed up that late. I feel like you guys headed off and I was still up for a good couple hours after that. Mostly just because those, yeah, those, what are they called? Inverted sloped walls were a pain. Yeah, if we're talking about, like, the actual look of the castle, let's see. How high do we really want this wall? And do we want it to increase in height? Decrease in height? Like, as it goes forward? Yeah, I don't know how tall we're actually going to make this wall. I would like to start with this height, but this might be too short. Of course, the next highest wall... I just took the wrong piece out, didn't I? Okay, I better actually look in here. I really hope that didn't screw something up. I really hope that didn't screw something up with Ella's library. Uh-oh. Oh. Thank goodness. Oh, wait. Oh, shoot. Damn. It's got its... Wow. It has the tiny little foot off here, so now we can't replace it. My hand slipped. I was trying to remove this wall. And, yeah, that's what it decided to do. Damn it. Alright. Well, I'll have to fix that. And if needed, I can help. Alright, so It'll have to wait till next week. That's fine. I see. This is foundation. For now, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this with... No, I'm just gonna remove that foundation. Place... ceiling here. And here. It could be the pot, or the statue. Oh, I forgot. There's a hole. Could be the statue, could be the shelf leg. Move the cat. There you go, cat. Oh, good. Whew. It's fine, Ella. Don't worry. We're good. Good call on that, Dom. Good call. I like this here. This, and then it would be cool to look out throughout the entire wall. I think I want to keep this, and I think I want it to be attached over here. Which means... Oh, wait. Which means this would be actually slightly higher. How many pieces am I up to? Let's see. So far... 1,100... Or 11,225 throughout the entire clan. Including our Yamatai castle. But that's actually the only structure, a Yamatai castle. And it doesn't have a lot. It doesn't have a lot of building pieces. Okay, so if we're doing the floor there... Climb up and see how it looks. What's the max on our server? I didn't know that was a thing you could do. I didn't know that you could set a max. That's a good question. I have no answer for you. So we could have it out here. Attached to there. Or we could bring it up one, which would make this quite a tall wall in that from that part. But then it means we don't have to raise it up as soon. And we could attach it instead to here, right? Like we could just let it go around there and attach to this little balcony. We wanted to attach to the balcony. It's a possibility. What do we think about that? And it looks like I've never actually finished this part off. Okay, last time you were on, it was 8k and then 2k extra per person about. Which means, technically, with our clan, we would have a total of... Wait, extra per person, does that mean 6k extra? Or does that mean 4k extra? Like, is it the clan leader and then the, like, for 2 for each member? are we going to put this in? Other way. Oops. Wrong way. Again, wrong way. There we go. Put that there. That there. And we're gonna put this all the way across? I don't recall. It might be removed entirely, honestly. Welcome, James. Welcome, welcome. We could replace this with, instead of the fence here, we could have fence foundation. I wouldn't mind that. Make a bit of a different look. Is there any chance we could put fence foundation and then fence on top of that fence foundation? No, it intersects with the wall. I figured I'd try it. For science. There we go. It's getting dark already. Wasn't it just dark? What's going on here, anyways? Oh, right. That's what's going on. That's what I was talking about when I was talking about the connection between the square and the triangle. Because you can put in that little triangle there, and it just seems to fit, but it doesn't quite fit. That's why we have the little indent there on that side. I'm gonna actually remove that. I'm gonna put this one instead. And we'll move it around. Oh, that's why. Yeah, no build zone. Okay, never mind. And they can't go out there as well. Which is why we're just continuing it down here. Okay, makes sense. That doesn't seem to fit. Do these fit together? I feel like they should. I guess it depends on... That shouldn't depend on anything, right? I just want to try this out. Oh, there's no foundation underneath, so we can't even put this... Oh, maybe. That's interesting. Doesn't exactly fit, though. Let's try the same thing as earlier. Put that there. That. Maybe. How does that fit? What is going on there? That's amusing. Not sure how that fits in there. Okay, how about this one here? That might be the easiest. Or don't put one at all. Maybe a cap is good enough there. Oh, we'll figure it out later. Okay, so... yeah, okay, what do you think? Should we attach it here to the restaurant? Or do we attach it just above here to this door? Leading around onto here. What are we thinking? I am considering both, and the reason being is actually because we actually have the spikes on this level, right? Like, you can actually see that we've got these spikes out, and they go all the way across. So I figured if we put the spikes there, it would kind of keep the same sort of pattern. Of course, it would be lower, like the wall would be lower. I mean, but and like if we really wanted to, we could also put it up on this level here, like bring the wall out from there, from the library, right? Because that's the library up there. Yes, that was the library. I need to refresh myself with what's on that level. Either way, though, we had a very nice, what's it called? Balcony at the top there. Which reminds me, I should move Ella's cat. Where did it go? Right in here? Okay, so you did have the double door into the balcony. Nice demonstration with the spikes. Well, okay, it didn't work perfectly. We've got the spikes here, yes. I was going to try to... Oh. That's interesting. I did not expect to be able to do that. What? Did I just bypass the spikes onto the wall? I did not... I didn't even consider that I could just grab the bottom of that thing. That's funny. I think I could only do that because of the double jump, right? Yeah. I don't even know how I did it either. Anyways. Yeah, like we've got that row of spikes and I'd like to continue it out over there. So maybe I should. Is that a Brett Young I see? I haven't seen you in forever, Fenton. I believe that's what you go by. Welcome. I don't have a dash attack. I'm too over encumbered for that. So, this is what I'm looking at for now here. Is going that high. Like, that seems like an extremely high wall. Mind you, will probably bring out the fence foundation all the way around, right? It's gonna go here. And then it's going to go, like, all the way up, covering all of these, really. Part decor, part stability. Once upon a time, when I was making this castle, years ago, before I actually started streaming the castle build. So this is on the first castle that I've made in this place, which had pretty much the same, yeah, almost exactly the same layout with a couple squares different here and there. We actually somehow managed to get a frost giant that had spawned in the basement foundation of this tower. I don't think it wasn't nearly fully built yet at that time. But essentially, with his big wide strokes, he was like taking out like all the pillars. Pattern is nice, though. If you're concerned with the height going to the library level, would keep the pattern and the safety thing. No kidding, words. I did not understand your words. I wouldn't go directly to the library. What I'm saying is, like, that is the other wall level, right? However, what I'd like is I want that balcony to actually stretch over and look like. I need to show you the view from the balcony. It's just such a nice view. I want to show you that view. Let's go over here. Like, if you're just here viewing this balcony, like, you would see the entire wall, and I want to keep that view. Like, you'd look down like the entire wall there. Oh, hello, Ella. What are you trying to do? You can English? Okay, she came to give me advice in person, maybe. I like this balcony though. Like, look at this. You could look across the entire wall. I think it's fine here, because, like, if you're looking down, like, we can slope it up a little bit later, but as it is, like, that's pretty tall already. I don't know. What do you... I want to put up the walls a little bit higher and kind of get a feel for, will it look will it look weird being off, right? Like, not the same height as the other side. And I'm probably not going to keep this. It's cool and all, but I want it to be contiguous. Using big words when you're tired. No, I figured you were. Kinda? Okay. Yeah, essentially I'm just gonna reattach these pieces to here, so everything's gonna just move half a tile that way. Is this gonna actually work here? No, I can't put walls on there proper. Okay, if we run way out here, though, How will it look? That there we go. It doesn't look bad, like being lower. Well, I say we continue building it out, and if the wall height isn't sufficient, and if it looks weird having to increase the height of the wall as we go up, then I say at that point we probably go ahead and move it up somewhere. So yeah, the only other place would be at the library there, which wouldn't be a bad option because you're at the level of the wall anyways. You're gonna go to bed? Alright. Rest well, Lala. Good night. Okay. Ella's off now. I'm going to leave it at just like that for now. We'll keep on... We'll push this back. We'll keep on building it. Let's start slightly high and go straight out till you have to bring the rest up. Well, this is going to be the floor of the gate. And the floor of the gate will unironically be higher than the top of the wall over there. And the gate, for frame of reference, if we start the gate out here, it'll be 4 blocks high. So, yes, frame of reference. Let's make this 4 blocks high. And then figure out where the top of the gate's going to be. Is that 4 or 5? Yeah, we definitely could bring it up to the next balcony. It might look better in that case. Yeah, you're probably right. Alright. So, is that 4 blocks high? That is 4 blocks high right there. Which means that is likely going to be the top of the gate. Which means then we might have... That might be the top of the gate, and if we're following the same sort of thing as last time, where we drop down by 1 after going... outside of the gate, then that's the level we would be at there. I guess it'd be like that. Is it... how wide is the door? How wide is the gate? If we're doing the same sort of gate, it's 3 wide plus 1 on each side. Three wide plus 1 on each side. So that'll be the size of the gate. Right? And then it would go out like this. Or something like that. Although we might be conflicting with no build zones. We'll see. this gate's probably not going to go in. Oh, wait, maybe it will. I will put it in there for now. Just as a frame of reference, that'll be the size of the gate. And then it'll go out like this. And let me just build this piece up as well. Just to get a feel for it. Oh, jeez. Get out of here, goat. How many of you have I had to clean up already? All right. I usually do 2 gates on each outer edge, and can put doors. Okay. I usually do two gates on each outer edge, and put doors between out the side. So you can make a walkway inside the wall and one above. Okay. So if you're talking like one thin wall, you usually do something like this. And something like this. And do like the double gate system right in here. Like this. That seems cool. A little congested when, like, it... Oh, I guess you don't need them to be 2 doors. It is a little congested there if you do have the double doors, I guess. Ah, I see. You could just have that gate there. And then on the outside, you'd have the gate. And on the inside, that's when you would have your doors. I see. That's a pretty cool design. I usually like making... Well, I kind of made my walls a bit bigger. And like... Is there another goat? Yeah, I usually end up making the gatehouses I do a little bit bigger. For example, this one here was, I guess, 2.5 with an opening there. Yeah, so I guess like we could probably bump that down to 2. And then on this side, what did I do? The same 2.5 with an angle. Okay. It seems like I like the 2.5 ideas. Or something. Alright, well, let's go ahead, instead of how the other was, with basically 2 side by side for the stairs. Instead of how the other was, 2 basically side by side stairs. I usually like having more of a platform here, and I usually make it the other wall on the other side. Yeah, I'm not sure what you're getting to there. Almost side by side, but offset one a bit higher. What side by side? Sorry? Oh. The stairs on the other wall. You're saying... sorry, I'm not following. I'm okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and continue. We've got some demolishing to do. We do need to mark out the places where it actually, but yeah, like, that's the kind of gate that we're going for. But we'll probably make it one thick more. So, I guess, remove that, put this out here. And then you've got your stairs. Going down. We're talking gates. It'll probably even go one further out than this. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. But this is how thick the wall will be. Also, what I was thinking, if the corridor is too wide, stagger. Since you have bends, triangle rows have squares outside and squares triangle. Corridor is a too wide, stagger. There's two wide triangles and stairs. Won't place right inside that. Oh, yes. Okay. There are two wide triangles. Right, stairs would have an issue over here, huh? You're right about that. Stairs and triangles are a bit of a nightmare. I've managed to do it before. Like, I managed to do it on that wall. Like, right there, the original is triangles, so do square beside it. Does that work? But then the connections will be weird, no? That's famous. I've never considered. I don't think I've ever considered that. Wow. But does this even, but does it connect here? But then you would have to swap the triangles out here. I see. I haven't thought about it like that. That's an entirely different way to build. I don't know how to feel about that, but I think it would work pretty well. I'm probably not going to use that because I didn't use it throughout the entire rest of the build. And yeah, and then squares on triangle. Triangle and squares. Well, this gate would, if this gate swapped to triangles and then moved out, you would have like square, triangle, square as part of the gate. That would work. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever thought of it that way. Well, we're still doing some demo. let's go ahead and we will continue to build it as we go here. In that logic, this would also be triangle. I would have a bit of an issue in how that would connect. But honestly, that would look even better here, to be honest. Yeah. Because you'd have your triangles here. And it would be a softer corner. I am a little blown away right now. You can consider me speechless. Which is not exactly what you want to be when you're trying to be a streamer and entertain. But that definitely works. Do you have any preference for, like, whether you like putting the triangles on the outside, or... 100,000... What? They're exactly the same, HP as well. Wow. Which means, in theory, the wedge on the outside would actually be much stronger as well. Because a wedge... It will go back and... Oh, right. It will go back and forth. Because the moment you turn, it changes. It also means for slightly thinner walls. But yes. Technically, wedge is better on the... on that side. Okay. So that way, you know, they're damaging this one, and then they're damaging this one. And can place more walls between each. Really? 1, 2. Okay, this... Yeah, I guess so, huh? Yeah. I think you're right. Oops. Where was that supposed to go? Here, and then turn in? I think so. I do want to start... I do want to build it like that, just to see where this goes. That intrigues me. You have caught my attention, sir. One layer of triangles, you blast out one, and the two others, yeah. And the two to the side still block entry. Right. You're saying, oh, if I want to get past this wall, let me put this in here. Yeah, if I want to get past this wall, I blow out this wall. You still can't get through. If you're over here, you know, you block out this wall, you still get through. Which I usually do. Yeah, no, that is interesting. And from the outside, you really can't tell which one's which, huh? I suppose if you had an overhang that you're able to see the bottom of the wedges, then you would be able to tell which one was the wedge, so then you could break it on that side. But as well, it doesn't really matter, because if you ended up having a double wall in let me just theoretically build this wall here. If you had, I'm gonna put this back here. And with walls or fence foundations, you have to blast those out before damaging the next layer. Are there some things with like depth blast, like where it can blast through, like where it can hit this one and this one, or like this one and all adjacent ones, or like maybe if you're blasting this one, it also blasts these two because you got the corner here, or this one maybe it blasts all of these. Like, are there any of those things in the game? Anyways, though, I just wanted to do this section of the wall. For example, you put in something like a fence foundation, which actually has more HP than the regular walls. If you were to put that inside here and here, and remove this to put this in there. Oh, I guess you could just put these honeycombs throughout the entire thing. Look at that. Only if enough bombs placed all at once, I think, to blast the first and fire damage to get the second. But, like, this is what we're talking about here. Like, that's some serious defense. That is hefty stone wall reinforced with steel girder, right? Wow. That's a tough wall right there. Look at that. And each honeycomb filled with foundation. Yep. I like that. Where were you when we started this castle? You could have told us all your tricks before we did all this work. Like, we already had the idea to like to do this sort of thing. And like we did that entirely on the outside layer. Which is why, like, yeah, which, like, you can see the foundations between here. So for the exterior wall of, like, the castle, like, we didn't do the double wall on the outside. But like for this castle, we did wall, foundation, wall, right? And that way you've got to break through one layer, and then you got to get through the other layer, and then you got to get through the other layer, right? So that you've got like 3 layers of protection. Over here, we're a little bit stingy, I think, because this is hollow on the other side. But yeah, if you're going for straight defense, that's perfect, and that's an extremely solid wall. How high up the wall would you usually do that before feeling like it's fine to not put the honeycombs all the way through? Mainly outer wall like that, though, is a waste. Or is that... yeah. Yeah, yeah. Only the main base surround it. So, yeah. That's fair. Technically, the castle is on the outside of the wall, right? Like, you can go out here, and we'll just blast into something like your outer wall. Yeah, like, you could put a hole through this thing, right? If you damage this thing right here, it would blow a pretty sizable chunk, and then you'd have a wall behind it. Doors are the weak spot, so most times they go for doors. Right, yeah. Because we could actually go ahead and check. We've got walls here at 70,000 HP. We've got 90,000 for the fence foundations. We have 65,000 for the gate. 14 or 140,000 for the gateway. 52,000 for these ceilings. Okay. Interesting. And apparently there's things up there to repair. Okay, yeah, so gate is 65, wall is a 75. Or, no, wall is 70. You can see the HP of each piece. That's interesting. Are you able to damage more than one wall at the same time as well? Like, is it just depending on swing pattern? Like, if I'm doing that, is that damaging one wall? Is that damaging, like, all the walls that are within my swing radius, you know? But yeah, that's an impressive wall. And it looks impressive, because it is just literally using, like, steel girder in there. Okay, I will remove them for now, and we will figure out what's going where later. We probably only want those on the outside, because there is a point where it's a little overkill. Should be damaging both, but only the outer layer at a time. And when you've got the wedges like here, even though, like, I can actually access this wedge here, right? Like, I can mouse over this wedge, which means it is partially external, right? Like, on the outside. Unless, of course, I put these foundations in, or walls that will cover that gap up. And then it'll only damage these, and then you have to get into the behind it. I think it takes less damage. Come on, OBS, scroll. Since it's only a bit exposed. Possible. I've never really done any PvP, so that's honestly really appealing. Okay, let's keep on going. Where are we at for time here? Only 30 minutes past. Alright, maybe we should start wrapping it up soon here. Or maybe we go for an extra 15-20 minutes? We'll see. I couldn't damage them because you're too far up. As long as these are all facing the right way. That's a must. Okay, so where do we actually change here? Okay, we don't change till way out there. Alright, so we continue building. Yeah, it will make the wall thinner as well, which isn't a terrible thing, because technically it is still just as strong, if not stronger. Like, I guess it would be stronger. I guess that's the way they say triangles are the strongest shape, huh? We are starving. Let me go and find some of that food. Lasting feast. Stays in our inventory literally for forever. Because for some reason, decay only happens when there's people when the server's actually active and there's people on the server. Okay, so the square starts there. Does that mean square starts here? Or does it start one over? This would be a little closer. We don't want closer though. Because that's right at the limit. Right? Let's take a peek at that limit again. Do we have any space? That's cutting it a bit close. That is cutting it really close. So, no, we can't. We've got to build it out one more. Okay. Now we'll catch this side up. Squares, I don't really matter, or it doesn't really matter to me how they look there. Like, yeah, you can notice it, but it's not nearly as noticeable when you've just got this center line running down. Okay. So at this point, this is when we transition here. Oh, this is cool. Like, I love this idea. Because it makes really interesting corners. Oh. That is going to cause a problem when trying to offset the gate, doesn't it? Oh, yeah, that would. Alright, Diamond. What do we do about the gate? How does it work? Oh, then you put another triangle, and then it works. Oh. Huh. Okay, where is the gate starting? Is it starting immediately right here? No, it wasn't. Starting here. 1, 2, and then 3. Like that. And how are we for fence foundations? Oh, dang. Thought it would work because it's further. But it's also... Okay, we would have to move it over then by 1. I'll probably be okay with that. That look fine? Oh yeah, and then we want the stairs. Yeah, those aren't gonna fit though. Oh wait, no. 'Cause those don't go there. Start there. Okay. I gotta figure out the gate here. I don't think it'll be an issue, which is the funny part. Like, I was very concerned about the gate, but I think it just works. Although, it wouldn't exactly feel square on this outside. Yeah, so we definitely wouldn't have the same aesthetic here. But, in theory... Get over here, you goat. Alright, so anyways, where was I? In theory... The gate would like to place here. Somewhere relatively in the right position. Let's coerce it, shall we? This just added so many more lines for the gate to try to attach to. Oh, come on. It was right there. Why are you trying to put it over there now? Okay, there we go. Now, the gates. They might put it on the outside. Might. But... How many squares did we want? Did we want the regular 2.5? Then what? We switch to squares, and then it just works. Oh. I don't know. I don't know about that. But maybe. Maybe it just works. That would be really crazy if that just worked. Okay. That is one issue with the gateways, though, is they definitely won't go in between these. How big do we want this gate, or this, gatehouse to be? I don't know. I don't know anymore. Okay. You definitely can just place a gate here, call it there. And then go ahead and this down there. Right? No, you'd put that... Oh wait, no, it does go out by one. But just for that tile. Then it continues out like that. And then you got your stairs. Still don't know about the about having the triangles on the inside of the gate. I don't think there's any other option to attach it here, right? I don't think there is. If these aren't triangles, I don't think there's any way to get the gate to attach on the outside. Got any? Are you still there, Domin? You got any experience in the attaching gates with this method? How far do these squares go? All the way to here? Gatehouse all on the inside. I'm not sure what you're asking, sorry. Instead of out on the triangle start. Gatehouse all on the... Yeah, no, there's a no build zone right here. Yeah, it can't exactly move out. That's what the pillar's for. It's right up to the no build zone. So. Yes, I know. It's an extra challenge to the build. It makes it very interesting. How did that snap properly? That's weird. Oh, are we already near there already? Wait a second. I skipped half a step. That's why I placed it that way. Okay, time to go ghost mode and figure out if there's something underneath that is mixing things up here. Seems to be fine, actually. Okay. I guess it's nice being in admin mode just for the sake of doing this. Yeah, it's remembering where those pieces were and it's trying to build on top of them. Doing it again. What's going on here? It's not where I'm building. There we go. Better. Okay, then we build out one more. Now we figure out how we're connecting this. Does it come close at all to this area? No, it doesn't. Which means it is fine to just leave it at that and start doing triangles. And it does triangles all the way. Yeah, it's an interesting looking gatehouse. I'm probably going to I was just really curious about the whole building process. I very well might switch it back to just mimicking both, and then I'll have to deal with the issues of not being able to put stairs in later, which might also be a pain. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Thank you for sharing that, though. That was very useful. And if I ever get back to playing Conan again, here, let me see. Total playtime. Hey, we're only 40 hours away from 1,000. We're doing great. If I ever decide to do another playthrough or another giant build like this, I will definitely try that method out. 'Cause that sounds really fun. Been on a bit since I checked. I'm around a bit over 3K. That's impressive. Yeah, I've only really done like 2 to 3 major builds in this game, plus the quests probably 2 times over maybe. Yeah. So I have spent a bit of time on the building. Well, funny part is, most of that time on the building was actually in the old building system. Now that was a joy. Okay, let's get some light, please. Thank you. So, go all throughout here. I will go ahead and just build out this part. And go all the way up here. And then the wall goes out this high. Same thing on this side. This goes all the way. Do I do the full 1.5 on the outside? What did we do? What did we do on this gate? That one's special because it's an entire building and not actually a gate. We just went ahead and Okay. We'll do that then. Yeah, so we actually went with the gate at least. It should technically be closer here. I see. It's not really an option, as these stairs I don't think can go out any further. Okay, that's fine. We can do them a little differently. Yeah. Okay, well, we did put the centerpiece out further. If that matters, really. Which it does... Pardon me. It doesn't matter too much, because it's actually on the outside. I see. So the gate in this case might actually be too sunken in. But I also built it too close to the line for it to be any way else, right? Oh, I guess that's not entirely the case. Oh, I guess, yeah, the slope. Never mind. Yeah, it does have to be up one, because if we remove this here, we see snow. So it does have to be up one. And if we moved it out here, like we had it on the other gate, and then move this gate out, we'd be doing this, and this can't be placed here. Which, if we wanted to, we've done it a couple times before, where we just bent the rules a little bit. To, like, place like, a little bit into the no-build zone. I don't really need to copy. Okay, that's what I do then. This isn't going to be in half. And, yeah, this will be removed. We'll put in the stairs, like we had before. And we'll just move the gate forward. That's what we'll do. No, we won't. Because then the gate would be at the top of the stairs. Okay. There we go. Now it's back to where it was. We can have that 1, 2.5, and then we can have it here. And we'll decide... Oh, and then we want to mirror it, which it looks mirrored. As much as you can when working with triangles here. Okay, let's realize that we're out of black ice, huh? Well, That means we are not going to have black ice for next episode. Or for next stream. And it looks like we should be wrapping up here pretty quick. We do at least have the framework of the walls, and we've got an idea on where we're putting the gate. We shall see. Oh, I'm thirsty and I just walked past water. Which is why I actually have those fountains there. They're pretty, and every floor has a source of water. Free water indefinitely without having to be built on foundation or well. Let's see. Mitra is indeed the living water. Let's see. We've got a lot of stone. We're entirely out of black ice. We have 2,500 only here. We had more than a full chest here before. Looks like we've got a bit still. I will take this much. 25, 4K, black ice, and yeah, we're going to need some more for next episode, for next stream. Yeah, we'll go ahead and make sure we get some harvested. And, what else should we continue doing here? Other than moving up that wall. Which is a good call. It's just such a tall wall with a slant. It's just so tall. Oh. Uh-oh. We're out of insulated wood, too? Alright. In that case, that's what we're gonna put in. We're gonna put in a cut. Or we're gonna end it off for the day. And we'll continue on next time. So, we've definitely, dealt with that boundary. I totally wish the map updated to see structures. That would be so cool, just seeing our castle on it. I wanted to go to 3rd floor. We do have a bit of insulated wood here. We've got 1K over there, and if I remember correctly, we made a bunch last time. And by a bunch, I mean 2650, which isn't exactly a lot. But we also were drying more wood, and we ran out of bark. We're in need of a few things. We'll need bark. We'll need... yeah, definitely need bark. How do you make bark? Is there a way to make bark? I'm thinking no. Cave bark. 5 wood into 1 bark. That seems a little excessive, ain't it? Don't it? Alright. Wood. Tell me we have more wood. Yeah, with all of the crafting, it seems like we have been sucking the resources a little bit dry. I guess it's not a entirely endless flow of materials. Ella only got so much for us. And she did an amazing job keeping us stocked. Is it even worth it for 5 wood into bark? Look at that. It's only 200 bark. That doesn't even seem worth it. Well, we'll have to do some resource gathering. We'll see you guys all next week. And I'll make sure we rope in Ella so that she can help us with some resource gathering. And, yeah. We've got a bit to do on that. But I think I do like that placement for a gate. God's Claw, the place to go for most basic resources. You're not wrong. There's a lot of metal. Is there a lot of wood in there? I don't remember there being a lot of wood. I know there was a lot of iron. I feel like there's a lot of good forests around this area. Just south of the Great Dam, in between the Great Dam and the Northern Aqueduct. Like, there was a ton of wood in here. The trees around New Azagarth are much more sparse. Oh, right. To the west of God's Claw Passage, there's a big dense forest along the river. I forgot about that. Unfortunately, all we've got for trees are over by the giants down over here. Surprisingly enough, we actually do have most of the resources we need. Just we don't have any thatch. Or thatch. I'm still calling it thatch after years of playing Conan. After originally playing Ark. But yeah, we've got this cluster of trees. And we've got a cluster of trees over there. That's kind of all we got. And we've got a few things of iron here and there. We can head just inside the volcano for wood. Did we even get wood there? And yes, we do have our map room nearby as well that we could get to that place as well. Yep. Getting these trees isn't exactly the easiest. But my question is, it's not giving us resources, is it? Is that lag? Is it a disconnection? But like, look at that. Look at that wall. That's nice. I suppose we could actually set up some transportory stones from sorcery. We haven't really played around with those. We do have one. We built it for the sake of, you know, having it. But that's a smart idea. Build a little outpost there and have it for resources. Yeah, we haven't used our stone yet. But it's right here. Ignite. Of course, we can't use it because it's the last sorcery spell. Wait. You just activate it, right? There's no actual. You don't need a book. You don't need a staff, right? Alright. Anyways, that's where we'll head off for today. Thank you very much, Daman. It was really fun. And, yeah, I'm glad that you were here to help us out. That was a big help. We might just move these out here. And make a little bit more room in the library and shuffle these things outwards. This is foundation still? Wow, we do have foundation all the way up to this point. Yeah, it needs a second link so that they can both be active, so it actually has a destination. Yeah. So, there's the work we've got done so far. We've got all the wall, we've got the wall placement anyways. I am still hesitant to use this method just because it does make the gate a little weird. And it probably won't match the aesthetic of the rest of the place. But thank you. I'm very glad that you brought it up, and that like, yeah, I love the idea, especially when you're reinforcing everything in between. Like, that's a really sturdy wall. Very cool. Very grateful. Thank you very much. And it also does definitely help with making stairs in places. If you absolutely need a stair, you just move it over and up you go. But anyways, we will go ahead and say goodnight. Thank you, Domin. Thank you, James, who showed up. Did anyone else show up? Let me scroll back. Let me try to remember here. And by try to remember, I mean I have forgotten, and I would like to check. We've got yes, Phantom, Brett. Thank you for joining us as well. Yeah, it's good to see everyone here. Phantom actually joined our server a while back, and was making something out. Where was it? Over here, I believe. Somewhere around this obelisk. He was making a very, very pretty and very large storm glass circular tower. It was really cool. Anyways, that'll be all for today. We'll see you all next time. I'm looking forward to it. Of course, you can join us on Friday. We'll be doing a stream. It might be Civ. It might be more variety stuff. We'll have to. You'll have to show up and check it out. Of course, if you don't want to, just, well, I'm not saying it. Yeah. Go ahead and subscribe if you do enjoy my content. I very much would appreciate it. I am enjoying seeing the number tick up ever so slowly. Kind of hard to learn, hard to grow on as a new channel, but if you can support me that way, that would be great. And if you click the bell, you'll be able to figure out what we're doing Friday because it'll notify you. So yeah, well, let's go ahead, call it a night, and we'll see you on Friday. We'll be back for Conan next week, Monday. And we'll be doing another stream for... No, next week, Monday, is Kingdom Come Deliverance, if you're interested in that. And next week, Wednesday, is when we'll be back for Conan. Farewell, everyone. Thank you. And goodbye. Whoa, I switched it up. Farewell, everyone.